SNP spokesperson John Nicolson.
Thank you very much indeed, Madam Deputy Speaker. Now, of course, the Conservatives agreed to increase the licence fee in line with inflation, but their own economic mismanagement means more misery for UK citizens. And I notice that the Government is now desperately trying to wriggle on how it calculates inflation for the purposes of this agreement. A patron on the benches opposite to breach an agreement, a convention, a protocol whenever it suits them. So let the Conservatives take responsibility for this BBC uplift. The need for the rise is entirely due to their mismanagement of the economy. Now, we all have some criticisms of the BBC, sometimes centred around their domestic news coverage. But the BBC goes far beyond that. Drama, radio, documentaries, Gaelic broadcasting, sports coverage. For those who would ding down the public service broadcasters, I say be very careful what you wish for. For many Tories, of course, the ideal would be 24 hours a day GB News. Tory MPs talking to Tory MPs about Tory policies. GBBs, I believe it's known as one Tory MP after another wheeled in to rant culture war tosh at the camera in a pale imitation of American shock jocks. It's a breach of Ofcom rules. Democracy needs tough journalism and MPs scrutinised in long-format interviews by objective journalists. Now, we've seen what the cuts lead to. We saw the fact that the BBC agreed, most foolishly, to take responsibility for over 75s licences under the previous Director General, Tony Hall. It's led to cuts in news, most recently Newsnight, which I was once proud to serve as a reporter. The BBC opposed the government rescinding on their agreement of that at the time, and we've seen the results. In the years to come, the BBC may need a different funding format, but that time is not now. In closing, could I ask the Secretary of State, on behalf of my colleagues on the Select Committee, to explain why the news of the new BBC chair was leaked to the press rather than directly to committee members or the committee chair? Thank you.
Well, I'm very grateful for the honourable member's points. He mentioned very many important parts of the BBC. He also mentioned other outlets, and I am in favour, Madam Deputy Speaker, of plurality of the media so that we get a wide variety of voices. Of course, the chair has been, preferred candidate has been announced, and they will be going before his committee in due course.